You find out you have 1 hour to live. What do you do with your last hour on Earth? Panic for an hour then die. Google. 1 hour to live scam or legit? Hang out on my couch with all my pets, I guess. The usual. I have allergies. I will eat everything I had to stop eating because of them. Hope it's not this hour. Got a real bad case of the sits, so I'd probably spend it where I am now. Sit. It's almost 3 a.m. here. Probably go to bed. Take a couple $1,000s out of the bank. Die with that money clutched in my hand and surrounded by cryptic messages with allusions toward a much greater hidden treasure. Load the kids into the car. Drive out to my parents' place. Give them all hugs and kisses. Grab one of their whiskey bottles. Walk out back to the lake, sit on the pier, and spend the last 10 to 15 minutes drinking and enjoying the view. Smile, as my last hour will be spent doing absolutely nothing with my life, like the other 28 years. Make sure my wife knows how to collect my life insurance policy. Drink 5-hour energy. An hour, huh? That's enough time for a drink. Well, I sure as hell won't be spending it wearing pants. Call my boss and tell him to take that job and shove it. Check Reddit on how to get more time. Say goodbye to friends and family. Make a quick will, then just vibe with them. If it's natural causes, I'd go to the hospital so they can harvest my organs fresh, and I'd call my family on the way to say goodbye. Unless the 1 hour is a huge asteroid or something globally cataclysmic, I'd try to get a good view. Call that guy back to discuss my car's warranty. Tell my wife I love her very much. Scroll Netflix or Hulu until I find something to watch while I wait it out. Steal the Declaration of Independence. Hug all my immediate family. Make videos to send to all the people I love. I just lost someone and I'd kill for more voicemails and videos of them to replay when I miss them. I don't want to forget how they looked or sounded. Rub one more out. Tell people I love them. Stare at the moon. Easy. Assuming I'm at home when I find out. FaceTime my family and tell them I love them and talk about the good times we've had and tell them that they've made my life amazing. Text my friends and let them know how much they mean to me and thank them for their friendship. Hug my dogs and give them scratches. Sit on my balcony with my girl in my arms. Dogs beside me. And let death take me. Edit. Yeah, dying in front of my fiance would probably traumatize her. Maybe I'd slip away the last 5 minutes and walk to a bench down the road so a passerby could find me. Also, I'd tell her it's okay to move on. I wouldn't want her to be alone the rest of her life. Have a beer and post on Facebook. If this post doesn't get 5,000 likes in the next hour, I will die. Edits. Thank you for the awards, folks. Woke up to 10k likes, so I guess they resuscitated me? Snuggle with my dog. Get in my car and drive as long as I can and as fast as I can. I'm talking 5-star wanted level. I want to make national news. And right before my timer goes off, I want to drive straight off a cliff and put on the most spectacular car crash anyone's ever seen. Planks for 1 hour. It'll last for 10 years. Spend it telling my husband how much I love him and how happy he's made me. I would mean every word. I'm a lucky woman. In like 7th or 8th grade, they asked us to write an essay on what we'd do if we knew we would die in exactly 24 hours. I put down some smartass shit like, well, since I'm not dying till midnight tomorrow, I'm basically immortal. So I'd skydive without a parachute. But I also said I'd come into the school at midnight when it's empty and burn it so all the other kids can have a few days, weeks off school. I got suspended for that, which I maintain to this day as bullshit. Tell nobody. Grab my earbuds. And find somewhere nice outside to sit and draw in my sketchbook until I'm done. Call my sister and say how much I love her. That I never did before. Guess I'ma call her now. Maybe I will die in an hour. Record messages to my daughters for all of their major events in their life they have gotten to yet. Graduations, weddings, births. That I won't get a chance to be there for. I would tell them how proud of them I am. And how they need to always look out for their mom. I would tell my wife I love her. And my dogs they are the best boys, girls. Procrastinate probably. Grab my son and husband in an embrace and tell them for 60 straight minutes every single thing I love about both of them. Take pictures with them. Record videos with them. Record videos for them for future events in their lives I will miss. My mom died when I was 25, and these are all the things I wish we could have done. She hated getting her picture taken or being on video, so now I can barely remember what she looked or sounded like, and that is such a painful reminder whenever I think about her and only have a vague idea of her anymore. Eat a handful of shrooms. Hug and kiss the kids and family and go away from this place tripping to the next dimension. Hug my dog and cry because he won't understand why I disappear. Honestly, I would farm karma on our pics. Guys, I only have 1 hour left to live. I lived in Maui during the ballistic missile inbound this is not a drill event. We had 15 minutes. I was frantic trying to find out if it was true. Then the resolve I was gonna die hit. I went outside, smoked a cigarette and looked out at the ocean. I called none of my 6 kids. Nobody picks up anyway and I didn't want it to look like I favored one over the other. I reviewed my life and I was good. Luckily it was a mistake. But I'll never forget that feeling. Edit. Holy shit. I've never had a post blow up. Ever. Thank you for all the awards. I need to say that when you think your life is ending in minutes you don't always want to grab your phone. I said goodbye to my kids through my heart. I wanted to reflect on my life in my own way in the minutes I had left. I know how to text. Sleep. My wife passed away 5 months ago and the cemetery is a mile from my house. Although I quit drinking 12 years ago, I still crave it. So, I'd get a pint of Seagram's and a good cigar. I'd go sit with her and take shots and puffs till I could follow her into the dark. Damn it, now the screen's all blurry. Check out early. Drive to my former best friend's house. Tell her I'm sorry for the shit I said to her. En route, call my closest friend. Say bye. Love him. Then spend the rest of the time on the phone with my parents while driving. Get my apology out. Tell her I love her. Then die. Maybe throw in I accept Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior. And that he died for all of my sins. Just to be safe. Shoot my girlfriend a cute lil text, then leave my phone and go chill with my parents. I'm gonna sit on a huge dildo just to see what that feels like. Probably try and come one more time. Eat something unhealthy. Be around my family. And just lay there with music waiting for it to happen. Hold my 18-yo dog and recount to her all of our past adventures together and apologize that I won't be there to see her out of her long life. The woman I love is about a half-hour away right now. I would drive to her and order a drink to share with her. I would remind her that she is my everything, my world. And that I'll always be there for her, even when I'm not around. I'd kiss her gently. Listen to that little laugh she always does when I tell her something sweet. And let my life end with her as my last memory. Watch the first hour of Shrek. I have 4 young daughters. I also have a $5 million life insurance policy. I would talk to them and tell them I am really sorry I won't be there for the rest of their lives, but that I love them very much and I hope they will be taken care of without me being there. That was a little too honest for me to write out and is making me emotional. Tell my wife where my will is and hug her. I wrote it when the pandemic started, but never told her in order to save her from freaking out. Hug my kids. Tell my mother, thank you for everything. Again. Sit and relax. Hoping that there is at least something true about the afterlife and I'll be able to see all the loved ones who are already gone. Eat carbs. Edit. The whiter the bread the quicker you're dead. I'll just play Minecraft until I die. Deleting online accounts and praying. I'd spend it with my wife and kids. Get really high with my parents and wish them a final goodbye before I spontaneously human combust. Spray paint giant fluorescent penises everywhere. Play with the dog. Learn to play the piano. Nail my wife and then watch the last 55 minutes of The Departed. I'm spending time with my mother. Last year she got diagnosed with stage 4 pancreatic cancer. She stopped chemo last week. Her case of PC is very aggressive and they don't expect her to stick around very long. I feel super blessed to be able to make some memories with her today, as so many haven't been able to similar with their loved ones in this last year. Reddit AMA for the clout. Fight a ghost. I mean, in an hour I would be able to kill myself. Screw that waiting game. Holding my son and telling him I love him. Live stream myself and say things I want to say to people in my life. And spend my last hour with my one and only less than 3. Delete my browser history. Hire an expensive hooker so at least I would not die a virgin. So, this question is 1 hour old. What have you been doing for the last hour? I would wait till there's 1 minute left and plank to make it feel like a lifetime. If you want to get an idea of what people would actually do, look into Hawaii's false missile alert incident in 2018. Business Insider. How people in Hawaii reacted to a false ballistic missile alert 2018-1. Listen to music, maybe look at my old drawings. Rewatch the Josh fight. The law requires me to say, spend time with my family, but I will probably die the way I lived. Micro-optimizing conveyor belts in Satisfactory.